You're watching Monica Faye with me, Dibala and Air, sitting in for Friday in the Muli. And right now we want to buckle down to a discussion with our panelists who are already here in studio. And everyone is putting their eyes, of course, on all the constituencies, the words that will be going to the polls tomorrow. And everything seems to be, of course, at the ready as far as the preparation is concerned with the IBC, despite the fact that we have the United Opposition also raising scruples and special umbrages with the IBC and the questions that are raising regarding the credibility of IBC as well. And the IBC, they've come out to strongly defend themselves. But I want just to, as a teaser, before I introduce our guest, to show you this particular editorial cartoon, interesting, that has been drawn by Stano. And this is, of course, the arm wrestling that will be seen tomorrow in Mbere, where everyone is talking about it. And you can see, it says, a soprano is the highest pitched adult singing voice. Right, and we know who has been personified as the soprano. Yeah? And it's very low in Mbere. So how will this arm wrestle turn out tomorrow? So this is what we're going to be covering as well. And we have also a report from Senate. We know that, first of all, that Governor Nyaribo will be now going to the Senate to make sure that he survives or not. He has been impeached by the MCAs, so we shall be looking at that as well. And the legal tussle that is ongoing regarding the candidature of the Mbere North Member of Parliament. Also, that is bound to be a case of discussion with our lawyers here who are in the House and looking also at the petition by Senator Okia Omutata. All right, time to unveil the faces that we've created FaceTime with this morning so that we may continue past with the conversation. I want just to, of course, extend a hearty welcome to our panelists who are already here. We have with us Meshek Odede, who is a political commentator. Also, we do have with us as well Kibe Mungai, advocate of the High Court, and David Kiplagat, who is a member of parliament from Soy. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Yes, thank you so much. I hope you've taken breakfast. So, of course, we have a cup of tea there so that you can knock it back if you feel like it's a low morning as far as your sugar levels are concerned. But good to see you. Thank you so much. Today is, of course, the final day to the big day tomorrow. And everyone is eagerly waiting to see how that is really panning out. But, of course, we can just begin with the pleasantry just to find out how you're doing. I think, Mr. Sowe, it's been a while since we saw each other on this particular venue. Good morning.
Good morning, Dibal and our viewers. I think it has been long since we had an engagement together.
Yes, it did.
I don't know where you got lost it.
I got lost in the shuffle.
But I can see you are doing well.
Thank you.
Doing well. And also at the constituency level, I think we are picking up and things are looking bright. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are you adversely affected in any way by the floods in your constituency?
No. In fact, if you look at the ecological conditions of Uasin Gishu, we are rarely affected by floods. Mm-hmm. I think the land is able to sort itself.
Okay.
And, right now we are in a period of harvesting. You know, we are the grain basket of the country. We are in the period of harvesting, and so there is low rainfall, and farmers are actually, you know, they do their sales after a year. So this is now the period that there is a BAMBA harvest. The people are harvesting and taking to the cereals so that we can continue feeding this country. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good. Yeah. Meshek Odede.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good to see you, Dibal.
Bright as always.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're good. We are preparing to launch something as a consortium of non-governmental organizations who are working in peace and development through volunteering. Mm-hmm. That is the Kenya Red Cross, the United Nations Volunteers, VSO, and many others. 2023, the United Nations General Assembly had a resolution to make the year 2026 International Year of Volunteering. And that is what the launch is all about. The New York will host the global launch, and Kenya at the UN offices in Nairobi will host the regional launch of the same. And so we want to see 2026 the contribution volunteers make to our development. And I think we can actually make a guess. In Kenya, we're lucky 2017, we had carried out a national survey to see the economic contribution of volunteer sector to the GDP, and it was putting it, the research was putting it at 3.66%. So probably with this launch, we will carry out another survey in the year 2026 to see how far that contribution and impact has moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can see also President William Ruto is proposing to have, you know, the $400 million that is dedicated to the peacekeeping efforts in the AU. Now that's ratcheted up to around $1 billion?
Yes.
So this is just an effort to boost Africa-led peace efforts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that also is a good salutary effort proposal coming from him as well.
Yeah, exactly. There is a lot of input coming from volunteers in the peace processes. But because it looks like it is in the background, it has not been given a lot of light.
Yeah.
So probably people look at the contribution around peace coming from either development partners, governments, but there is a lot going on within communities. He comes from the Rift Valley, and he can tell you if there is any peace, it is peace that is mediated by locals and out of voluntary it always sustainable when the locals voluntarily wants to make that peace and mediate it. It's always not sustainable if leaders come from high level, comes to maybe hold a rally in terms of bringing peace. But when the community voluntarily come out and everybody is volunteering that they want to build this peace,
yes,
it's always more sustainable.
Thank you very much. Let me come to you, Wakili Kibe, and just also get to hear from you. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, thank you. There is, before we buckle down to our discussion, maybe just on the sidebar, Senate also questions DPP over slow prosecution of hate speech cases. That is another case. And we can see the DPP is stoutly against the amendment of the Constitution to give or accord the National Cohesion and Integration Commission and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission prosecutorial powers. So the idea is advancing is the fact that if these particular powers are granted to this institution, then it can be used willy-nilly to, you know, prosecute people. I don't know if that particular reasoning really flies with you, because EACC, NCCI, they're saying, of course, we always present these things to the DPP. One pivotal case is what is happening currently with Mbeere North candidate that has done a lot of contention with the name changing.
Yes, I believe that is an argument from a legal standpoint that could go either way. There are enough reasons to say that Article 157 of the Constitution that gives the DPP the state's power to prosecute should remain intact, in the sense that he is supposed to be an independent constitutional officer, beholden to nobody, and who actually serves the state as a guarantor to the rest of the country that there would be fair, objective, and lawful usage of the prosecution powers. But that is very good in principle and in theory. Sometimes it has actually depended on who is the DPP and does he, as a matter of fact, act as an independent person. You've had instances where the current DPP operates, and in fact, even the other day when they were going to preside over examinations, and the president was sending all states officers, including his normal appointees who are not supposed to be independent, to go and invigilate. Even the DPP was sent. Very many times, cases that where the state is concerned, the state has been, the DPP has tended to bow.
Yes.
To the wishes of the state, like don't prosecute this one,
prosecute this one, and that has been problematic. I believe that is the main reason, and I know from the EACC, they keep on complaining that even with the best of prosecutions, with the best of evidence collected and collated, the DPP ultimately exercise this power not in a manner that is technically sound, but in a manner that clearly shows some partisanship and some kind of horse trading when it becomes, which could involve issues of corruption and what have you, when these issues becomes at the tail end of the prosecution. And you can see in the Mbere issue, the candidate for Mbere North of UDA actually has extremely serious cases. The DPP has been dragging his feet in prosecuting that case. So that the argument that you can say it is actually based on convenience and weaknesses of the DPP ends up being made. That what would be the justification to have a DPP that the Constitution secures and is supposed to do his job, fails to do his job, the rest of us are blamed.